Hey, what's going on, True Fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's Whiteshadow, and today, guys, we got another awesome shootout, this time between two awesome Heil dynamic microphones. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so today, guys, we are pitting the Heil PR77 against this microphone right here that we are talking into, the Heil PR781. We're going to start out with the PR781 here in this shootout, and all of the audio that you will hear for now is being recorded by the PR781. So let's go ahead and jump into what is kind of similar between these two mics, and then we'll get into the differences very shortly. So both of these microphones are of the dynamic microphone variety. They are both made by Heil right here in the USA. And they are both also feature the cardioid polar pattern and have an excellent rear ejection. Both of these microphones also require right around 600 ohms of preamp power from your interface, mixer, whatever you're using to power these mics. They will need to at least be able to power 600 ohms. That shouldn't be too much of an issue though, because most modern day mixers and interfaces are able to power up to 3000 ohms. So shouldn't have to worry about that, but just keep that in mind when purchasing these mics. They do require some juice. Now, starting with the PR781 here in the differences department, this microphone features a frequency response of 50 hertz all the way up to 16,000 hertz. It does require negative 55 decibels of gain range. It is a smaller form factor. As you can see here, the microphone is actually a more compact style microphone, and it is a top address microphone, meaning you have to speak into the top of the capsule, not the side like you would a normal condenser style microphone. Now, kind of talking about the PR77 for a second, we're going to switch to the PR77 later in the video to kind of talk about what we love about these microphones, but for now, I'm just going to kind of hold it in my hand and kind of tell you guys the differences between this and the PR781. So the differences are as follows. This microphone actually features two separate voice patterns, I guess you can call it, and that's evident by the switch on the back here. So you have a music and a voice option. We're going to be using the music option for this video once we switch over to this microphone, because the music option actually features a lower bass frequency of 60 hertz to 16,000 hertz. If you switch to the voice option with this little switch, it goes to 120 hertz. So it's kind of a low cut filter, if you will, to kind of keep the rumble and the bass roll off there. But it goes from 120 hertz all the way up to 16,000 hertz. Now, this microphone is also a side address microphone, kind of like a condenser style mic. It's not a top address like most dynamics are. So keep that in mind if you ever purchase this guy. This microphone also requires negative 53.9 decibels of gain range, so a little less gain heavy than the PR781. And of course, it features more of a retro, larger style of form factor. It's not quite as compact, as you can see, as the PR781. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go ahead and switch over to the PR77 so you guys can hear the differences between these two mics. Like I said, we've been talking into the PR781 here. We're going to switch over to the PR77 to kind of show off the different tonality difference. All right, so now we are talking into the PR77, and I am using the music option because it has a little bit lower of a bass frequency, which I think is a little bit more pleasing. If you guys wanted to hear what the voice option sounds like, go ahead and reference the PR77 review that I did of this actual microphone, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But immediately you guys are going to kind of notice a difference between the tonality between the PR781 here and the PR77, which I am speaking into. Now, both of these microphones are great. We're not going to talk about any negatives here, just what I personally like between these two. And starting with the PR781, since that's what we started with in the video, this is a great microphone for beginners because the price point of this guy is right around 175 bucks. If you're really looking for a solid dynamic and one that is portable, in my opinion, I mean, look at the size difference between these two. If you're looking for a little portable dynamic mic that you can carry with you on the go, if you have a smaller setup, not a lot of room, and you really just want something that's nice and compact, the PR781 is the guy to go with. The frequency response of this guy has a nice bass frequency to it in the lower 50 hertz range, and it goes all the way up to 16,000 hertz, which isn't a bad frequency response by any way, shape, or form. I actually really enjoy this microphone, and I think the tonality is built for radio broadcasting or streaming, and I think it just has a nice tonality to it, and very well rounded, has great rear ejection, and honestly, I mean, you can't go wrong with it for 175 bucks. I do think you need a little bit more powerful of a preamp with this thing, but if you have the preamp and you have a decent interface like an M Audio M-Track 2x2, which is what we're recording this video with, or you have a Focusrite Scarlett, something like that, the PR781 really shines and is a great broadcast style microphone, and it's not really going to break the bank. It's $175. That may be steep to some people, but for a good quality microphone, you can't go wrong with this guy at all. Now, kind of talking about the PR77D here for a second. This microphone has some of the best rear ejection I have ever seen on a microphone. If you have a noisy environment, and that kind of goes for both of these, if you're in a noisy environment, both of these guys are good choices because they are made to kind of block out as much background noise as possible. This one kind of holds a special place in my heart because it kind of has the retro looks of a old radio station style microphone, but it's also got killer rear ejection. So if you stream from like the living room of your apartment like I do, you have a lot of background noise, say like dogs, cats barking and meowing in the background, kids playing. You're really close to your neighbors and you can hear them through the wall. If you just have a lot of noise going on around you, if you're at a convention, this microphone will really shine because it blocks out a majority of all of that extra noise, and that's due to the way they position the capsule and really design this thing. This is a great broadcast microphone. It has the looks of a broadcast microphone, and I really think the tonality, of course the selector switch on the back, just brings out more versatility in it than a lot of other mics on the market, especially in the dynamics, because you don't see that on a lot of dynamics. It's just a cool little feature that I really think this microphone shines with. And that's not to take away anything from the PR781. Both of these guys are great, but you do pay a little bit more of a premium here with the PR77. PR77 is right around $249, so you are paying a little bit more of a price premium, but you do get a little bit more added features and really cool retro looks with this guy. Now, it's not as compact as the PR781, but it's really up to you when it comes to purchasing a microphone, what you're really going for. No matter which microphone you go with, whether you go with the 781 or the 77D here, you're going to be picking a great microphone regardless. Heil makes some of the best dynamics on the market, and you really can't go wrong with either of these guys. But I make these videos so you guys can hear the tonality difference between the two, so you can kind of make a more educated decision when purchasing a mic for your stream. Let me know in the comment section which microphone you would rather go with for your setup, and if you own one of these mics, tell me something you personally love about it and your experience using it. But that about does it for this video, guys. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and be sure to hit that subscribe button before you guys leave the video today. I would super appreciate it because it allows me to do more awesome stuff like this. If you guys want to follow myself or TRUgaming on any of our social medias, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, all of those links are below in the description. We would super appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us on Discord, on stream, on Twitch, whatever. Would love to see your faces and just come hang out with us. But guys, like I said, that about does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. We'll do some more shootout vids, microphone reviews, all of that fun stuff that pertain to enhancing your Twitch stream production value. Until next time, guys, Whiteshadow out.